metabolism influences your energy, weight, body composition, and much more. While metabolism isn't everything, it assuredly impacts your health, especially as you age. The good news is you can implement habits that'll support your metabolic function now and in the future. Eating healthy, nutritious foods, moving plenty every day, training to improve muscle mass, and getting deep sleep will all optimize your metabolism. Everything you've learned during this challenge supports healthy metabolic function. Your metabolic optimization has already started. You may already be familiar with how metabolism works. At its core, metabolism is simply your body using fuel, like food, to create the building blocks it needs and generate the energy required to run cellular processes. In a recent study published in the Journal of Cardiology, under 7% of a cross-sectional survey of North American adults had optimal cardiometabolic health. Under 7%, that is a stunning number. That means over 93% of the North American population has less than optimal cardiometabolic health. For decades now, much of North American lifestyle has been plagued by ultra-processed foods, inactivity, and high amounts of stress. But these results paint a stark picture of how much work we really must do if we want to have better health spans and quality of life as we age. And if you're someone who's in that 7%, you certainly need to stay there. Metabolic health is one of the biggest challenges facing the US, and the consequences are serious. Of course, everyone is impacted by genetics, and some people have genetic factors that make their life and health journeys more difficult than others. That's reality. However, lifestyle choices make a difference. That's also reality. Regardless of your genetic situation, the health choices you make can improve your quality of life, and unhealthy choices will make things worse. Exercise, diet, and supplementation, connections, and rest, stress management are all determinants that affect metabolic health. Genetics affect metabolic health too, but exercise, diet, rest, and relationships are all lifestyle factors that you can influence for the better. Now let's look at what your metabolic health affects, or factors that are reflective of the state of your metabolic health. These include blood sugar, blood pressure, lipid types and levels, and weight. When you focus on exercising, eating right, developing strong connections with others, managing stress, and getting rest, it positively affects blood pressure, blood sugar, and weight. Granted, it isn't as easy to do as it is to say, and sometimes complicating factors make it even more difficult. Sometimes when you don't see immediate results, or results that aren't as pronounced as you hoped, it can be discouraging. But all or nothing thinking when trying to make significant lifestyle improvements is the enemy. Incremental improvements can have huge benefits. For example, you don't have to become a master athlete to reap health benefits. Moderate intensity exercise for just 30 minutes a day provides almost 70% of the benefits you're looking for. That's one of your daily actions in this challenge. You're already well on your way to improving your metabolic health, especially if you keep up on the healthy eating and movement habits you've been developing over the last few weeks.